Hello guys and girls, today we're going to be looking at this beautiful silver fork, silver looking fork. I have tested this one before. It is definitely not silver, it is definitely plated. Moreover, these forks are sold online. I think one of the listings I saw was just online on one of the online platforms. They wanted for the whole set of silver plated forks like this about $600 US. This is just one fork and I have found probably 3 or 4 of these. I just picked them up. I did not know at the time of the pickup that these were plated. I was thinking they're real. Let me tell you what's written on the back of the fork just right there. So it says Germany, BSF. Probably it's a BSF, maybe it's 8, but I think it's BSF, and then it has 90. So there you go, BSF, Germany, BSF 90. We're gonna do a quick test for this one. It's kind of unique result that I was getting with these. I want to find out if anyone is familiar why I'm getting this kind of result for this silver plated fork. I'm thinking it has to do something with an alloy that it's made with, on top of which the silver is sitting. So let's make our marks and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So the metal coming off very easily. I'm not pressing too hard. I'm going to make a couple marks just for consistency, so you're gonna see what I'm talking about. And we're gonna do maybe a little time gap between them, maybe 5 to 10 seconds delay. Gonna make nice large mark. There we go. And we're going to be using same spot. You can see it right there where I filed. Hopefully it can focus for you right there. And I'm do same spot right here. So the result that I got previously for this fork is that the 18 karat acid, it turns it, but it doesn't turn it to milky white. It turns it to blue, and then the color changes to purple. And I was actually quite shocked when I discovered that. I did not expect it at all. I was like, how is this even possible? So I'm assuming there's some kind of an alloy inside, which is the silver plated on top of, and that alloy together with silver creating this purple reaction. So let's take a look. I'm going to be using my 18 karat acid here. Let's do a couple drops on this one. 1 and 2, and let's watch. Okay, so that's turning to nice and blue. Let me see if I can bring this a bit closer. So that's very nice and blue. Looks like the real thing. I would never say that this is plated. Now let's start the second one. Gonna do 3 drops on this one. Starting to turn. And this is actually a very good example that we all can learn from. I'm definitely drawing a lesson. This was the first mark, and we were using the back of the fork right there. For this mark was the back of the fork. Look how much silver is here, and look how much silver is there. Big difference. This is super white, and this one is maybe 50% of that. So interesting. What about if we do one more mark? Let's see what's gonna happen. Are we gonna get way less silver? So first one is super white. Second one is probably 30 to 40, maybe 50% less. Let's see what I'm gonna get on the third one. This is really interesting. Okay, starting to squeak. We'll just stop. All right, let's do our 18 karat on it. There we go. 18 karat. Let's make the mark. Let's see. 1, 2, 3 drops. Oh, this is so interesting. I can't believe it. Okay, look at the difference. That's amazing. So this is what you're getting with silver plated forks. Look how much silver here. Look at this one and look at that. I think if I would keep going, create another 3 or 4, we're probably gonna end up seeing less and less silver. But there's always gonna be a tiny bit of silver just simply because the plating is on top, right? And as we're grinding into the fork here, it's gonna be expanding this way and that way. It's always gonna have a bit of silver going. But look at the first mark. That's craziness. That's amazing. I love it. I just love it. So much silver, less and less. Very interesting result. Definitely a lesson for me. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Have you done a testing like this? Have you found it interesting? Have you seen similar results when you're making marks? Do you usually make 1 mark when you're testing silver plated pieces, or do you make maybe 2 or 3 marks? I think going forward, this is a good lesson for me. I never did 3 marks like this before. So going forward, that's probably what I'm gonna end up doing. For the pieces that are silver plated, I'm gonna be doing this kind of a test. There we go. Very interesting. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. What do you think? Does it make sense to make 3 marks on stone when you're testing silver? Very interesting. Because technically, if this would be a real piece, all of these 3 marks would be having exactly the same amount of silver as the first one. Do you agree? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate your time. If you like the video, push a like button. If you like the content, subscribe to the channel, and I'll talk to you in the next one.